Hello everyone, I'm going to give you a quick tutorial in VoiceThread. So once you are onto the website, you can go to the main screen and go down to the green power button, which is where we're going to sign in and register. VoiceThread is completely free to use. The only thing is that there are upgraded versions for K-12, higher ed, and business, which are paid for, but you get additional resources as well as support if you choose to do so. But for you and your students to register, it's completely free, so just fill out the information. And once you're there, it's going to bring you to the My Voice page. And another way to travel to it is to click on your logo at the top. It's going to be your Gmail account or your email address. And click on My Voice, which is going to bring us into the VoiceThread page. Once we're here, you notice they give you a couple tutorials to play with and browse through a couple of tutorials that are already added. You can look through different ideas for VoiceThreads as well as ideas on how people actually use VoiceThreads. And there's also a place called Ideas for Using VoiceThread that gives ideas, links to blogs and articles about how teachers actually use VoiceThread in their classroom. So if you love this tool and you're not quite sure how to use it, make sure to check out the Ideas for Using VoiceThread and the latest news and features. When you're ready, click on Create. And there's a bunch of different things that you can do with VoiceThread. If you're looking to upload, you can upload in a full video. You can upload images that will go in order. And you can also have your students build a PowerPoint slide and then upload the actual PowerPoint so it will play itself and they can add voice to their PowerPoints. The thing to remember when you're doing this is to actually upload it as a PDF. If you don't do that, some of the pictures aren't going to copy over, and I have personally run into that issue with students in the classroom. So make sure that you save it as a PDF or have your students save it as a PDF before they upload. But as far as just actually uploading anything, you can just go and find a picture that you want to upload, and it's going to upload in a couple of seconds. And it's just kind of basically like a slideshow. So you can add additional images, you can add a video in between, and it's actually just going to play through them all. This is actually a painting I painted a little while ago. So you can also record from your video cam if you have one, or you can add a link to a website so it'll actually pull the resource or pull the image of the website into the VoiceThread. So once we're ready and we have our VoiceThread ready, there's a lot of different things that we can do here. There are multiple different ways to comment. So if you're looking through someone else's VoiceThread, one of your students' VoiceThread, or if you want to add voice to yours as they're playing through the VoiceThread, you can record, you can add a video cam of you talking, you can actually call in and use your phone to make a tablet, and you can type in. So there's really no excuse why students can't add different comments to their videos. So you can record, and then it'll actually play the sound of it going through. And then the last piece is the sharing. So if we have a group, if you have a bunch of different students that are on, you can actually add them to your group, so you'll get updated links when they add new VoiceThreads, and you can kind of keep an eye on what they're doing on the website. And when you're ready, you can get a link, and it's actually going to copy the link so you can share it out to different people. And make sure when you're doing it, moderate comments so that you can watch what your student's doing. So if your student has a bunch of people that are going to go comment on their video, you might want to have it so that they're moderated so that they can actually watch what's getting posted. And make sure that it says not shown on the browse page, because we don't want our students' work just floating out there. So we do not want to check that page. And it says allow anyone to view or comment. This will make it where the only people with the link will actually get to see the link. So if you save this, then you'll save your students from actually being viewable. There's a couple different options here. You know, if you want to actually go back and change the publishing options that we just changed, you can come in, and that is down in the publishing options. If you want to embed your VoiceThread, so if they're doing some kind of digital poster or they're doing a presentation and it needs to be embedded in a website, if they're making a wiki space and they have a presentation of their wiki space through VoiceThread, you can embed. You can also download your VoiceThreads as a video file. So once all the comments are there, all the video, what it'll actually do is it will convert the entire stream of comments and the stream of video or images that are lined up in the VoiceThread, and will record them one by one. So if you have like 6 recorded comments on a single VoiceThread, it'll go through, it'll play the original recording from the person who actually made the VoiceThread, then it'll go through and add the comments in order, and then it'll switch to the next slide and play those. So it's really interesting to kind of convert that to a video file for your own reference, to save it from your students, or just to keep it safe and from actually getting removed. So I'm actually going to play a VoiceThread from one of my students. I'm going to have to log out, log back in. I don't want to save this. Okay. Sorry about this. Just give me a second and I will play it for you. Actually. Third time's a charm. I apologize. Okay, so I'm going to actually play this. This is from one of my students named Jade. In her English class, this was a English literature, adult literature class. So we were reading the book The Copper Sun, and so they made visual trailers talking about the characters' emotions through the actual story.
The Copper Sun, the trailer by Jade Howard. What is Africa to me? Copper sun or scarlet sea, jungle star or jungle track, strong bronzed men or regal black. Remembrance, to retain in memory. The sun becomes a way for Amari to remember her homeland, a memoir of her past. Rage, the feeling of intense anger. This storm represents Amari's conflicting emotions and how she finds the situation she's in unjust. But like the storm, she can do nothing to control it, and so it rages on. Defeat, to prevent the success of. This is the sea after the storm. Amari after she has given up. Still beautiful, but defeated. Dreams, aims, goals, or aspirations. These flowers are like Amari's hopes and dreams. Beautiful and maybe even unattainable, but still in full bloom. Daybreak, the beginning of day, dawn. This represents the daybreak. Amari has persevered through the trials and tribulations and has finally reached her goals. Woman, from whose loins I sprang, when the birds of Eden sang, 3 centuries removed from the scenes his fathers loved. Spicy grove, cinnamon tree, what is Africa to me?
So that's just one example of how VoiceThread can be used. It was actually a visual kind of critical thinking activity, and the kids absolutely loved it, and I loved their products. So that's just one example of what you can do with VoiceThread, and I really look forward to your ideas on how you can use VoiceThread in your classrooms. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I look forward to your posts.